Oh my god. It was not recording. I keep forgetting to hit record. I really be doing the most for these videos, but I love it here, okay? I got my whole eyeshadow on today because my makeup is expiring and I gotta use it. Anyway, in the description box of each of my videos, you'll find a link in there where you can leave anonymous messages. Basically, tell me something interesting, but I will not know your identity. And I also have it on like Instagram, and today I will be responding to most of them, not all of them, but most of them. Okay, let's get into it. All right. So this person says, I don't really care about COVID anymore. Ooh, what do I say to that? I get it, but at the same time, if you have not been directly affected by COVID, you might not see how serious it was. Like when you lose people to COVID, you kind of look at it from a different perspective. That's fine, good for you, but I do just hope you would be sensitive to other people who do care about it, especially if they have lost loved ones to it, because a lot of people did lose loved ones. A lot of people went through a whole lot of things that happened with COVID. I understand the fatigue you might feel from it. At the same time, just read the room. You don't have to care about it. It's what it is. But I'm guessing you wouldn't go around saying it every word, especially since you sent it to me anonymously. So yeah, that's that. But I got it a couple of times, and it's not fun. It's not fun. So yeah, it just depends on your perspective. I don't hold anything against you for not caring about it anymore, but at the same time, moving on. I haven't watched Stranger Things, but I pretend I have. Why? Why do we have to pretend to watch Stranger Things? Like, if you haven't watched it, you haven't watched it. Is there a reason? Is there a good reason? That's the word. Is there a good reason? Because why do you feel you have to pretend to watch Stranger Things? I haven't watched it, and I'm okay. I didn't die. But I just think it's a lot of work pretending to watch something that you have not watched. Why do we have to do that? Is that like a peer pressure thing? I mean, you don't have to do it just because everyone's doing it. Aren't you tired of pretending to have watched it? Like, so it means you have to like read like summaries or something to keep up with the storyline. Like, how would you? What exactly does pretending mean? Just too much work. Wouldn't you rather divert your energy somewhere else? Please do not let anybody pressure you into doing something you don't want to do or lying about it. It just makes a lot of work trying to keep up with the lies of something you haven't watched. Like what you call it? House of the Dragon. It's quite popular. I want to watch it, but I haven't watched it yet. But I don't see myself saying that, you know, I watched it when I have not. Like, I have not. And understandably, for some people, when you say you haven't done XYZ, your response is like, oh my God, you have not. Why not? I just haven't. And it is what it is. If I want to get to it, I'll get to it. So I just find it confusing that you would go through all this trouble just to say you've watched it or pretend you have watched it when you haven't. It's really not that serious, okay? It's just a show, you know? All right. Here's another question. Would you leave your significant other for a celebrity? Rihanna. Okay. That's taken care of. Who was your first kiss? Nosy. But let's just say this person was a very nice, very kind person. This person is doing pretty well now. I think we still keep in touch every once in a while. But yeah, that's all you're gonna get. Next one, a secret you kept from your parents. Excuse me, it's a secret. I can't think of any right now. Besides, let's say I could think of one. I'm not sure I would be sharing it in public. It's supposed to be a secret. Why are we sharing that? You're just trying to be nosy. It's okay. I'm nosy too sometimes. The worst pickup line you've ever heard. To be honest, I don't really have a super clear idea of what pickup lines are, but I would say some of the ones I really don't. So when you say worst, right, I say like really bad or like lame. I'm not sure what that means, but just one I'm not okay with is people who go around saying stuff like meet someone you don't know or you barely know, and then you tell them that God revealed to you that they are your wife. Is that even a pickup line? Yeah, I don't think I have that many encounters with pickup lines, so like I don't know what to say to that. Oh, by the way, I just got a question. When you ask me these questions or send me these messages, do you expect like a super super serious response, like a well thought out response, or you expecting like a, I know some of them are jokes, they're clearly jokes, but sometimes do you want like a serious well thought out response? Do you want like just a basic answer? Like, what's your expectations for some of these messages? Do you expect responses at all? I mean, of course, that's my discretion. I can choose to respond to what I want to respond to, but just, I just want to have an idea of what the expectations are for these questions. Next one, your favorite hobby. I got a lot of hobbies. I like a lot of things. As to whether I have time or not to do them is a different thing. I would say probably I like taking walks. That's would probably be the thing I like to do the most. Taking walks. I also enjoy sleeping, reading. I like to play Sudoku. I haven't done any of that recently. I'm not a very good artist. I'm not very good with drawing, but I like to doodle sometimes. And I also like to switch stuff around my room, like home decor, interior decor. I like stuff like that. So just basically, I like pretty things. I'm not always good at creating pretty things. Sometimes I manage, I get by, but maybe at the top of my list will be taking walks. Next one. Can we hang out soon? Depending on who it is, I'm sure we can work something out. Or depending on who asked this question, I'm pretty sure we can work something out. Next one. Have you watched Harry Potter? Yes, I have. I believe I watched all of them actually. Yeah. Next one. This is funny. The longest time you've ever gone without showering? Maybe 24 hours. I can't remember anything longer than that, but yeah, maybe 24 hours. Yeah. Like even when I was in boarding school, and there's times when you have like issues with water and stuff, you're gonna find a way to take a bath. Okay, we found ways to take baths, even if we had to use drinking water. We would find a way to take a bath. So we figured it out. We don't need a whole lot of water, but you would figure it out. Next one. You ever think about having the ability to teleport? I'm sure I thought about that when I was a child. Right now I don't. I feel like I wish I could be in multiple places at the same time because I always have to be somewhere. I'd like to split myself. I really don't know how that would work out, but no, I don't really think about having the ability to teleport. Moving on. And this is like my favorite question. What's the stupidest thing you thought as a kid, or the most embarrassing thing you've ever done? Embarrassing. I have to put a pin on that because honestly, embarrassing. How was I embarrassed? It probably was not significant for me to remember. There's been a lot of things. 1 second. Yeah. Where was I? Yes, embarrassing things. I'm sure I've had a lot of embarrassing moments, but I don't think there was any like super significant stay in my head. Now, the first part of the question: what's the stupidest thing you thought as a kid? Let's sit down properly for this one. There's a couple of things, so I'm just gonna start from when I was a child. For the longest time, so I was born in Tamale in Ghana, and we would travel a lot. We used to go on road trips a lot, and we would go to Accra. That's the capital city of Ghana. And for the longest time, I thought Accra was in another country. For me, Tamale was the whole of Ghana, and Accra was another country. My geography was not developed enough to know what my country looked like. So even though we're just going to another city in another part of the country, I thought we're going out of the country. We did go out of the country, but just to Burkina Faso, that's to the north of Ghana. So that's another country. I went there a lot as a kid, and even when I got older, we went there like so much because my dad worked there. But yes, I thought Accra was another country. I don't even have an explanation for it because it doesn't make sense, but that's what I thought. And it took some time to figure out that Accra is actually in Ghana, and I was very surprised about that. So there was that. Another thing is, for the longest time, again as a child, I thought I was Canadian. I really thought I was Canadian. Now this is not my fault. In my neighborhood, there were a lot of Canadians, like just in the neighborhood. So for some reason, I thought like that was us. And I'm not even sure at which point I felt like, okay, Tamale is Ghana, but then I am Canadian and I'm living in. Okay, I did not think I was living in Canada actually. I thought I was probably born in Canada. I don't know, but all the families are like in that neighborhood were Canadian because there was this thing going on and there were a lot of Canadians around at the time. So my sister and I thought we were Canadians. Like it was because that was our normal like daily lives, and we thought we were. Again, I don't have an explanation for it, but it's just another stupid thing I thought when I was a child, just based off of my environment and the people who were around me. So yeah. Anyway, I would like to hear more stuff from you guys, more anonymous messages, more anonymous questions. It's interesting to see some of the questions. When I saw this particular question, I like sat down and I was like, wow, you really had some very interesting thoughts growing up. And yeah, it doesn't make sense. But I'd like to hear from you. Like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Also respond to the link. I want to know a little bit more stuff, like just learn more about the people who watch this video, you know. Okay, bye, I'm done. It's the month of love, so show your friends, your family, your significant others a little bit more extra love this season, okay?